Welcome outside and the return to continuing coverage of spring football 2015. Yesterday you heard from Coach Tuberville. Tom Gelehrter, happy today to get a chance to chat with Offensive Coordinator Eddie Gran as the Bearcats are back from spring break and now going through practice without the big top, but still getting work done. And Coach, first let's start with the offense as a whole. How have you charged that unit to get better as you go through these 15 practices?
You know, I tell you, the first day, we really tried to talk about each day getting better, because sometimes in spring ball you can kind of have your ups and downs. And I thought they've competed unbelievably for the first 8 right before we left here. I thought each day we actually got better at the things that we needed to get better at. Came back a little bit after spring break, didn't think yesterday's was real good, because of that, we had a little extracurricular activity, but they got the gist of it. And for us to really be a great offense, you can't just be inconsistent. And that's the difference of us winning 9 and us winning 12. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what we're really trying to do. Just take care of the little things, be consistent. And today we came back and had a really good practice.
On the offensive side, you got a lot of veterans. At quarterback in your starter and Gunnar Keel, and your running backs and your wide receivers. The offensive line, you got a couple there, but piecing things together. How do you mesh those units while trying to figure out a starting 5 on the offensive line to go along with the guys who have a lot of game experience?
That's the biggest thing right now is on the offensive line, how we're going to end up being when we get to the fall. The 2 new junior college players have really done a nice job. They're learning. It's fast. We throw everything up on the board. We put as much as we can in, and then we pull back. We don't kind of go, you know, little by little. We throw it at them and make sure that they can see how much they can absorb, and then we'll figure out what they know and then go with that. So once we get that piece together, we've moved Chiz a little bit around. He's playing some Y because with McKay being out, that's helped us because now we've found another inside guy with Max being hurt. I thought Chiz has done a great job, and you know, the running backs are competing. I think we've got 3 right now that you know, Bobby Brown's doing great, but I think those first 3 right now are really fighting to see who that starter is going to be when we come to fall.
It should be a good battle for sure. We'll talk more about the running backs here in a moment. But first, let's talk about Gunnar Keel, because obviously he started every game last year, banged up a little bit here and there and missed some action. But how is he growing now in his 3rd year in this program?
Well, we've put a lot more on him this spring. We've changed a lot of things in terms of how the quarterback's going to handle it. He's handling a lot now. He's doing a really good job with that. I'd like to see him become more consistent with his technique. Just the little things with the footwork as a quarterback. If you're going to be great, he's got reads, he's got checks, he's got so much. But when you fundamentally break down, you've got no chance. And that's the thing that we've got to get corrected here in the next 5 practices. And we got to make sure that fundamentally he's perfect.
Now, you mentioned the running backs and the 3 young men who are competing to be that starter on September 5th when the Bearcats start the season. Mike Boone was the guy who carried the load over the end of the season. Why? Well, Jose Williams was hurt, Tion Green was hurt. Both those guys are back. Is it fun watching the 3 of them compete and trying to be the #1 guy at the end of the day?
It's great. They got a great relationship too. They really are unselfish. I know they all want the ball and they want to carry it 40 times, 50 times, and if they didn't, I wouldn't want to coach them. But this is a group that I truly believe that if one guy has 150 yards one game and the next guy has 25, they're going to be fine with it. They just want to win. They're helping each other out, and it's really been a lot of fun this spring coaching those guys.
I'm sure the potential that all 3 could complement each other in 2015 for the Bearcats. Coach Gran, we appreciate the time as always.
Absolutely. Go Bearcats.
All right, that is Eddie Gran, Offensive Coordinator here at the University of Cincinnati. I'm Tom Gelehrter with another update as we roll through spring football here on Bearcats TV.